Hey everybody, Dave the Fox Mage here with some more Cobalt Core. Alright. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Actually, who do we... Nope, not profile select. Come on. This is a long day today, so a little bit fried. Okay. Logbook. There we go. What am I feeling like? We have plenty of combinations we haven't done yet. You know what? Let's get Peri, books, cat. That seems absurd and I love the idea. So, continue. Peri, cat, books. Alright. Let's see, what ship do we want to do? The Ares is really tempting, especially given that we have Peri, and given that we aren't going to have much in the way of evade. Drawing one less card each turn, not the end of the world, because we normally go for thinner decks. You know what? Yeah, let's go for this. Got a good feeling about this one. System time corrupted. Please select boot option. Do we just remove straight away? Remove the two basic shots? Yeah, I think we do. Be gone, and be gone. Alright. I guess we'll toggle, lunge. You know what? Let's figure out what we're going to get for a Rigs card. Bolt and Scramble. You know, Scramble is actually really good just because, you know, it's discounted. I should simulate this also a Rigs Boba too. Alright. Okay, let's do Shard. Shard. Might as well grab another one. And multi. Alright, good so far. You know what? Let's see what we get for Isaac. Flex move or parallel shift? Well, we don't have any drones, so I think flex move is the only one that's useful for us. Alright. Toggle. Don't have any attacks, so we'll just bank up on movement and shields. Here we go. Alright. Let's see, we can multi, lunge, basic block. We could just soak the hit. Honestly, I think we will. Because that's the last, well, I say that's the last hit they're going to get on us, but yeah, again, I'm not drawing any of my damage cards here. Now, what's interesting is that Scramble is now up to its normal cost. So it must only be discounted the first round. All right, well, we'll just load up on movement, I guess. Multi, Mage Hand, and toggle, lunge. Here we go. All right. All the Peri all the time. We could go the Wave Beam route. Wave Beam is actually quite good. Jack of all trades, attack. Do we just do a Jack of all trades? It's always going to cost us 2 is kind of the only downside. And we don't have rigs to give us, you know, easy access to more energy. But it's really powerful. I just wish that one of these options would let us do 2 damage instead. Still tempting. But we could do the wave charge route again. You know what? Let's skip. We don't have to necessarily grab our strategy right away. And looks like we're going to get all 3 of these, so nice. Ow, my brain. Ah, you all again. An extraplanar being. Neat. What do you value most? I mean, we gotta go with the damage, because it's always just so much fun. Then it is yours. Thanks. Howdy. Salutations. Can I get you anything? I really wish you could upgrade these, but sadly you cannot. I mean, it'd be kind of pointless to do, because, you know, it's one use only, but it'd be great if I could make it like 14 or something just ridiculous. You know, more ridiculous than 7. So I think the Isaac cards, we're not really going to get much of use out of these. Just like, Isaac's deck plays very nicely with drones, but if we don't have drones reliably, then we're going to get, you know, situations where there's dead draws. So I think we actually get rid of Isaac.exe. Now, if we were in the Jupiter, that'd be a whole different story. Then Isaac.exe would be much more useful. But for now, I think we're actually going to get rid of it. Alright. I was just holding you back. Right. Hey, Drake. Let's dance. I'm sure that line has been used in so many movies, but I can't not hear it as, is it the first Mortal Kombat movie? I think it's the first Mortal Kombat movie. Let's see. You know what? Let's just burn this now. I like how books actually comments like gone already, just because it's literally the first card we used. I say we. I do that a lot. Let's do that, and Mage Hand while we're here. Right? Good, you didn't move. Multi, and lunge. Aha! Prism. Attack for 1 damage per card color in hand. Draw 1, then attack for... Discard 1, then attack for 2. If we were in a different ship, I think this would be really helpful. The downside is that with the Ares, we do draw 1 less each round. This is really tempting, but I think I will pass. And actually, I kind of wanted to do a run like built around it, so I can be sure to get everybody's cards, if I can. Battle repair, and nah. Multi-shot. A second multi-shot wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Actually, no. I think I'd be happier. I know the Duplatron always gets me in trouble. But if we could do a Duplatron with an already upgraded multi-shot, I think that'd be the way I would want to go. So I think we will skip on these. Okay, initial booster. Basic shot cards do 1 more damage. That is actually really interesting. Because that drastically changes how useful those are, rather than just being, I'll just get rid of them. Piercer. I kind of like the fracture detection a little bit better. Because with Peri, we're not going to be doing single big damage. We're going to be doing a lot more, like, several shots of less damage. That's kind of Peri's shtick. So let's do fracture detection. And repair yard. Books. That's me. Can I get you anything? Alright, so at this point, let's upgrade our multi-shot. And specifically, we want multi-shot A this time. Because we always go for piercing. Let's go for just straight up more damage. Or do we upgrade Mage Hand? Kind of liking Mage Hand A, honestly. Well, for now, we'll upgrade multi-shot. Yeah, because Mage Hand has, had some time to shine lately. Ooh. Artifact. Jet thrusters. Gain 2 evade on the first turn. Nice. Won't say no to that, especially given that we don't have rigs. Unknown energy signature. Hey, Sasha. A little sport to pass the time? We're on kind of an important mission right now. Oh, perfect, perfect. Then you'll need the rejuvenative power of sport. You know what? Why not? You know what? On the idea of doing things we haven't done before, let's actually take the ball when we're done. Because I've never actually done that. Okay, let's see. Scoot. Problem is, right here, multi-shot is actually really bad for us. Unpolished. Shut her down. Let's do Mage Hand. Yeah. Toggle. We're going to take a hit, but that's not the end of the world. Actually, we don't have to even take a hit. We can just scoot over here. I do think it's fascinating that if you're armored, in theory, the armor is inside the shield. I don't know, actually, I wonder if it's a case of the shield knows what parts are armored, so it just, doesn't waste power stopping the shot, it just lets it through. I know, it's interesting. Because in theory, the shot should hit the shield before the armor. Huh. I will go with the explanation that the shield just disables itself because it knows, hey wait, this isn't going to damage us. Do we want a discount rigs card? Actually, why not? Whiplash actually is really handy here. Sorta. Crystal Shard. I wanted an attack card, but I specifically didn't want lunge for this situation. Alright, let's do... If we move over 1, toggle, we can whiplash. Sports? Let's just shield up and dodge. Yeah, we can just soak that. That's fine. I like how they can shoot us and that's not a foul. Okay. I could whiplash again. Yeah. And actually we can Mage Hand in. I don't know why other sports aren't played with cannons. I love the dialogue in this game so much. I'll never get tired of it. Goal! What prize do you want? We'll take the ball. True sports eaters? Sportsketeers. Fantastic. Sports. We now have the sport orb. Or the sporb, if you will. Actually, is this upgradable? It is upgradable. I can make it free. Or I can make it so... You know what? Actually, now Isaac cards would be handy. Because the thing with the sport orb... okay. The thing with the soccer ball / sport orb is that... oh wait, football. Okay. Actually, where are the developers for this game based out of? I actually don't know. Huh, anyway. Let's see. So with it being indestructible, you basically can crash it into other things in the mid row to just get rid of them. For things like missiles, like basically, this is a really good missile defense if you get enough drone shift. All right. Right now, though, it's not really as useful. Also, wait a second. It's also an indestructible blocker. Oh, wait, hang on. Moves left or right when you or the enemy hit it. Okay, actually, I don't know. I'll need to experiment with this just to see how useful it kind of is. Alright. Hi, Jumbo. Oh, hey, look. Target practice. It's a very brittle cockpit you have there. It'd be a terrible shame if something were to happen to it. Okay. The problem is this guy, the way stuff lines up is really bad for us. Alright, I have a plan. Scoot. Sport Orb is a missile. It doesn't come out of the cannons. Alright, that was a misplay on my part. Okay, let's do rigs. Echo. Scramble. Scramble. Pretend you're not panicking. Okay. This was not the best turn for us, but I'm just going to go here, and it's like nothing happened. Except, you know, all. Which is now blocking their brittle spot. Hadn't quite thought that through. Well, I hadn't planned on it going there to begin with, I suppose. Alright, for now, plunge. Multi. You know, I'm actually not going to do that because I don't want to risk the mage hand getting drawn now rather than next hand. We'll scoot. Take no damage. Okay, scoot, toggle, multi, mage hand. May as well basic dodge and just get out of the way. Toggle again. Alright. Like I said, brain's a little fried. It was kind of a long day. Okay. Isaac.exe, so we could get that back. Temporal anomaly. Okay. It means cat temporarily goes missing. But we're not really making use of cat cards. We could actually even get rid of the other cat cards and just go all in on this because, you know, 7 damage is, like, once it's upgraded. Or draw 3 and 7 damage. Actually, if we do this, this one, the problem is with it costing 2, unless we have a way of getting extra energy, we basically would be able to play it like every other turn. Still, 7 damage every other turn is ridiculous, because we have to pay to get cat back. I think we take this. Okay, rock collection. Geodes. Ricochet paddle. Not opposed to ricochet paddle. Yeah, why not? Alright. Repair yard. Howdy. Hi. Can I get you anything? Alright, so at this point, do we start removing stuff? I think we do. I think, like, for what we're kind of thinking with the temporal anomaly to work, we need it to come up reliably. So let's remove. Alright, for sure we don't want the rigs.exe, I think. Because, yeah, that's going to kind of get in the... Oh, yes. We get rid of that because my plan is to make these both free. because you can make both of them free. So yeah, let's get rid of this. Ta-da! Alright, first boss. And it's the new version. I say the new version, I guess it's not quite new anymore. Let's go Anomaly. Huh. And actually, so we won't actually get the dodge from doing this, but it will bring Cat back. So the next round, let's toggle, save our movement. Okay. Yeah, we definitely need a thinner hand. Polished. Shard. Let's do Mage Hand. D. And toggle. Alright. Anomaly. Basic dodge to get you back right away. May as well do Shard. Alright. I think this strategy could work for us. Okay. Let's do one. Anomaly. Basic block. And may as well Shard. Okay. Didn't get the anomaly this time, so multi. Mage Hand. You know what? We need the dodge. I don't actually think the Sport Orb is really going to work for us with this deck. I think we practically need Isaac if we're going to use it. Okay, this is a little more damage coming our way. Wait, it doesn't matter. Temporal Anomaly. Alright. Zero draw. Draw all cost cards from your draw pile. Zero draw B is interesting. Prism again. Quantum Quarry. Gain one shard every turn. So we would basically use this in place of... Ah, man, I can't make it cheaper. You know, I actually kind of want this. It would take the place of the crystal shard. Yeah. Okay, dirty engines. Okay, zero doubler would actually be great for us. Because it would mean we actually would still get the use of the abilities that we're playing in addition to getting Cat back. Extra energy every turn. Yeah. This would also be really good for us, especially with that card we just picked up. You know what? We'll go Glass Cannon. Alright. Got a good feeling about this run. Of course I did last run too. Sapphire Cluster. Okay. Yeah, at this point we're gonna have to start getting rid of some cards. Because, well, we have cool stuff. Toggle. Well, we have cool stuff. We need to actually be able to draw it reliably. You know what? We will basic dodge. Let's Mage Hand actually just for the shield, and then scoop. Okay. Anomaly. Basic block. May as well unpolished. Alright. And then scoop. So far so good. If we do the upgraded temporal anomaly and we get the war mode, this is gonna be nuts. All right, anomaly, basic dodge, lunge, and then scoop. Oh man. Oh yeah, we weren't going to get it because. Yeah, alright. Toggle. Mage Hand. Shard. Multi. Yeah, there was more in our draw pile than our hand size, so yeah, there was no chance of getting the anomaly because it was still in the discard pile. Zircon Zip. Sapphire Shield. Interesting, but not for this run. You know, maybe sometime we should do a run where we only use books cards. We will skip. Yeah. Okay, we can hit all three again. Nice. Let's get the unknown signature. We're getting a weird signal. An offering from another timeline. Another has sent aid. I think we're gonna pass at this point. No thank you. Bye-bye. That would actually be a super useful encounter if we're doing the Prism run, where it's we're taking advantage of having more colors. Because then we don't have to, you know, first play the card that lets us draw somebody else's card every battle. Okay. Suppose we could start with a Quantum Quarry. Or actually, let's start with the Unpolished. Could plop a Sport Orb here. Why not? It'll be useful. Mage Hand. Scoop, toggle, lunge. Oh, right. That becomes armored. Okay. Oh, that's also interesting. Okay. So they're always going to move it right. I'm always going to move it left. But wait, actually, this is a problem for me because if I were to shoot that, then it would take out the mine, which is going to damage me. Okay, that is interesting. Yeah, I think if we're going to use the orb, it's going to have to be something we deliberately build completely around. Well, temporal anomaly, and they're not going to live long enough for it to matter. You know, I will eventually remember that that's the mechanic for this guy. Today is not that day, though. Ow. Stop that. Okay. This is like the worst case scenario for this. Because if I hit this, it's going to scoot over here. I can hit it for one safely. But, yeah. Okay, let's toggle. Lunge. Card. Anomaly. Mage Hand. And scoop. Alright. Ah. Unloaded blast, adding fumes. If we had a much bigger hand size and much more card draw, this actually wouldn't be a problem really. You know, with rigs in the deck, this would be really good. Okay, Dizzy.exe, Wave Charge. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, Repair Yard. Time to get rid of some stuff. Howdy. Salutations. Can I give you anything? Yeah, we need to remove first, because we're just not reliable enough right now. Let's get rid of the Sport Orb. I think this just isn't going to work for us this run. I also like how it's clearly like a hand-drawn card. I love like the card backgrounds. Like, there's so much detail and stuff that went into this. I love that. Anyway, we'll get rid of this. All gone. You want to go up? Hi, Ryder. Okay, Binary Star. Both good and bad for us. You know what? I bet this is the brittle point, because I think this is normally armored. Okay. Yes, it is. We may as well do the quarry, I guess, and the crystal. Shard. Basic dodge. Alright. Not a bad first round. Okay. Scoot 1, lunge, and anomaly. That's most of the battle right there. From here we can just scoot so we're not hitting the armor and multi. Let's see, Old Reliable, Ancient Geode, Mage Hand, multi, nah. Artifact, Ion Converter. If you end your turn with more than 0 energy, gain a shield. You know, I don't know how often that's going to be happening for us with this build, but honestly, it's just a nice option to have. Okay, Repair Yard. Books. That's me. Can I get you anything? I think now is when we remove the unpolished crystal. Yes. Hope you didn't need that. Okay. Hey, Dahlia. So we're gonna be lunging. Okay, we will lunge first. Multi. Basic dodge. Funny thing is, it actually doesn't matter if we play Mage Hand or not. The end result will be the same with the Ion Converter. And then let's just, you know, not be here. Okay, typical anomaly. Let's actually do the... because we are going to take a hit. Okay, anomaly. We may as well multi-shot. It doesn't actually matter which direction we dodge. So let's dodge this way. So we're like not dealing with a missile immediately after this round. Oh yeah, you do the engine stall. For some reason I keep thinking Dahlia does heat damage. Okay. The lunge actually won't make us lunge, I don't believe. For science. Perfect. Multi. Basic dodge, and I guess we'll shield up a bit. Which is good, because we are going to take some damage. Okay. Alright, this is a little bit of an annoyance. So... So I can't move. Like, even if I use the basic dodge, we would just equal the engine lock. So I can't move. If I shift, if I toggle the cannon, we'll miss. If I leave the cannon as is, we'll hit the Seeker. We will turn it around because we have the Ricochet battle. Yeah, I guess it's really our only option. Okay. Anomaly. Basic dodge just to get Cat back. Basic block so we get some shielding. And we will toggle. So we're just taking the 2 incoming damage. Alright. This was not a great fight for us, but we made it through. Okay, lunge. Drake.exe A. 1 of 2 discount temp Drake cards. Magic Battery. Not sure if I should be pronouncing that Magi Battery or Magi Battery. I'm going Magi Battery just because of the hyphen. Yeah, we'll skip. Okay, Meowdy, not in front of everyone, please. Can I get you anything? All right, we still need to do removing. Do we get rid of lunge? There are times where it has been very helpful for us, but there's never a time where, like, I think I really am super glad to see it come up. So I think we get rid of it. There we go. Removed. Hey, Riggs. Question mark. All right. Let's get one. Toggle. Anomaly. On the one hand, I want to do the Quantum Quarry. On the other hand, I really want to be able to do this next round. So let's actually do a... Okay, we want to do the block. No. Yeah, we want to do the... Or do we just burn this, because then we're fine the rest... Yeah, let's actually do this, because that's also going to thin our deck out for future hands. The problem is the strategy that we're doing will work really great once I've been able to make this stuff free. Okay, we'll do that so we get this back. Toggle. Oh hey, this is the brittle part. Nice. Bolty. We're going to take some damage. Not the end of the world. The nice thing is that while this ship doesn't have much hull, it seems like it's really easy to fill its health at the end of each round or each zone. Okay. Well, first off, we want. Let's do dodge first, and then. So on the one hand, I could go hyper aggressive. Actually, yes. Because temporal anomaly and then mage hand will finish him off. There we go. We'll yield. Because yeah, 8 hull. Our max is like 12. Okay, inverter A. We convert our shield to overdrive. This would be really handy, just not with our current build. Okay, Medusa field. Every object in the mid-row into geodes. That means that any missiles that are incoming, anything. Oh man, but I don't want to thicken my deck. Yeah. And this too. This is a really awesome card. Alright. We will skip though. As much as I really don't want to, we've got to like thin stuff out, I think. Simplicity. See, if I had known this was coming. Now, are there 3 we actually want to get rid of though? You know? We could go... We could get rid of Multi-Shot, Mage Hand, and Quantum Quarry and just go with these. You know, I think that might be the route that we go. At that point, these don't even need to upgrade at this, really. Our other options are Power Diversion, non-Peri now. Drawing more cards every turn, but we can't skip card rewards and we get 1 less choice. I think we actually go Simplicity, and I think we get rid of these. Alright. This will be a very simple deck to play now. Alright, Void's Cradle. I still would love to get a, I still would love to get War Mode. Okay, let's do Anomaly. I care more about getting dodge, so let's do block first. Basic dodge. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Toggle. Anomaly. Okay, so this and this are not the... Okay. Block, dodge again. Alright, we'll try and see if this is the breaking point, or the... You know what I mean. It is. Now, if only we had some card draw. Okay. If I move 1, I'm effectively taking 2 less damage. Because I'm getting this out of the way, and I'm putting the armor in the way. So actually we want block first and then dodge. You know what? I should have moved the other way. Yeah, oh well. There we go. Block first, dodge. Do this properly this time. Oof, alright. This was a bit of a rough one for us. Multi-blast. It is tempting, although at this point I am actually more interested in getting some form of card draw. Which we would have actually had with the crystal shards. Alright, we can only get 2 of these this round, or this time. Let's go here. Bet you won't let us shuffle all your ship parts. Please don't. It'll be fun. You know what? I could use the max hull. Why not? Okay, our cannons are now in the center. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's a thing now. I knew you were cool. How is this better? Alright, we could go for either of these, but in the end I don't think it'll matter. We'll go this way. Hey, Gemma. Gemma. I think Gemma. Okay. Anomaly? Okay, it's not there. Basic dodge. The armor location is less convenient. This will be really nice if we get War Mode to come up, though. Okay, so it's not there. It can't be either of these. Here. Found it. Block. Dodge. Alright. Oof, yeah. Alright, that's problematic. Okay, we can do a dodge. Scoot. Scoot. Let's do this so we're taking one less point of hull damage, and then temporal anomaly. Alright. Gonna take some hull. Okay, basic dodge, anomaly. Alright. Rigs, swizzle shift, multi-blast again. I think we'll skip still. Alright. Well, we're gonna go here. Hi, Smith. Back again? Okay. Toggle. Anomaly. Okay, it's not there. Block. Dodge. I do need slightly more dodge. Let's see. Anomaly? Okay, it's not there. Let's do this time, I want the block, so let's do dodge and then block. We'll play the fumes, because those are free. Scoot. Alright, no damage. You know what? I have a plan. Scoot, scoot. If we do the anomaly, it'll turn that around. It'll do extra damage to them. Like, it'll do 3. So it's not like doing our full 5, but it also concusses their missile base, so it won't launch another missile. Play the fumes. Play the block. Then the dodge, so we have movement. Okay. So we've confirmed, I think it's not here, it's not here. It might be here. Or do we try and be safe this round? If I have 2 movement, no, I think we can do this. Alright. Anomaly. Oh, never mind. Right. We only actually have to stay safe until they explode. Shard pack, gain 2 shield, put 2 crystal shards in your hand. That is interesting. Not for this run, but that is interesting. Alright, we will skip. Alright. Doesn't actually matter which of these we go to, so... Hello. Hello. Can I get you anything? Do we repair? We will have one more repair yard before the final boss. 2 easy encounters. I think we actually... I think we upgrade. Because if this can start doing more damage now... I really wish the draw happened after the attack. Sadly, it won't. Alright. Ooh. Okay. Shard Enhancer. First time you play a Crystal Shard each turn, gain a temp shield. Interesting. We got rid of our Crystal Shards, but still interesting. Hey, Dillian. Why are you fighting us this time? This one's just for... was it? This one's just for me. Self-actualization. I like Dillian. My sworn enemies, we meet again. Hey. Just the casualness. Oh yeah, you do... Oh, yeah, you're the one that just keeps expanding. So in theory, I feel like that means it has to be one of these 3 that's the brittle spot. Well, hey, what do you know? Basic block, basic dodge, scoot. Okay, so it moves and stays on the outside. Scoot. There we go. Rigs.exe, lunge, max.exe, A. Skip. Okay, common encounter. Oh, you're actually going to be a huge problem for our current build. It goes away at the start of the turn. So in that case, I'm actually best off just maxing out all of my, like, utility stuff until I get an opening. I need you to just not be moving. Toggle. I know you eventually will have a round where you're not moving. Okay. Block. Basic dodge. Scoot. Toggle. Now you're not moving. Good. Toggle. Anomaly. Nice. There we go. We can soak that, no problem. Now we just have to wait. I really don't like I was doing more damage steadily here. Let's do usual. You just get out of the way. There we go. Now we win. Aha! Okay. Lunge, Avid Reader. Attack for 4 damage. Must have played 4 cards this turn. Yeah, I think we could do some just madness with a Books run. I think we'll skip, though. Omni Treasure lately? You know it. Can I get you anything? Alright, so at this point, I think we repair. Yeah, at this point, we definitely repair. Alright, almost full health. Patch it up. Or full hull, rather. It's ship health. Bye. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Alright. Well, let's toggle. That is not the weak point. Let's do block, dodge. Actually, we're just kind of best off sitting here, I think. Okay, is it here? Wait a second. This is normally weak. So yeah, this is definitely going to be the brittle spot. Yeah. Okay, and then we have to be able to... You know what? Actually, we'll just do it in this order, because... Scoot, scoot. We're only going to take 1 point of damage this way. Right, you give us trash. That's the one thing where I'm a little concerned about, but we're going to be okay, I think. Trash. Anomaly. Now we can only get Cat back. do we want to dodge or do we want to block? Actually, we can't do either. We can only get cat back. I just said that. Now, is it worth dodging? So, okay. I don't think it is, because if we dodge left, effectively nothing changes. If we dodge right, we're not taking this one. We are taking one less here, one more here. But we're moving our armor out of the way. So actually, yeah, it ends up being equal. So in that case, we'll stay stationary. Okay, we can soak this. I am concerned. I won't lie. Anomaly. I don't want more trash to build up, but on the other hand, we need some survivability. On the other hand, we also absolutely need to draw the cards that we draw, or that we need when we need them. Alright, I think we're going to leave the trash this time. I need basic block, I think, more than I need basic dodge. This is where actually upgrades would have been, an upgrade would have been handy. But then we'd already be dead from damage, so. Alright, this is getting scary. Okay. We are dead. Because this won't do enough damage to kill them. And even if I didn't play this, we have 2 points at... You know, rearranging the ship, I think it actually might have killed us here. Because it means that having these in the middle... Again, if we had gotten war mode, would have been amazing. Wait a second. Maybe I'm not dead. If I scoot one to the right... Okay. Let me think about this. Scoot one to the right. Temporal anomaly. Hits there. This is concussable. This no longer fires. Move, okay. So then I need to play basic block to get Cad back, play basic dodge to move one more. I take 1 point of damage, leaving us at 1. We're gonna get trash. We just have to hope that we get lucky with our draws. Because we just need Temporal Anomaly to come up. That's all we need. Alright, that is our best and actually only hope. Because if it comes up, we win next round. If it doesn't... Okay, if it comes up, we may win next round. If it doesn't, we definitely lose. Alright. Anomaly. Block first. Dodge. Scoot. And turn. Alright, comes down to this. I have no movement. I completely forgot about that. We actually need the ability to move. Okay. There's nothing else I can... Wait, no. We have this. Toggle the cannon. Oh my god, alright. I cannot think of a way that could have been closer. Oh man, alright. Oh jeez. Okay, that was a good one. Continue. We have our victory. Memories unlocked. Oh man, that was tense. All right, I was sure we had it, and then I was iffy, and then I was sure we didn't have it, and then just wow. All right. Anyway, um, but yeah, so successful run, nice. I really was hoping not to have two failed runs in a row. So good to have some success there. You know, at some point I should actually start doing the daily run. I don't actually know what the daily run is. But yeah, so at some point maybe I'll start doing those. Not sure, but anyway, that's something for next week me to figure out. Actually, this will probably be in the future. I'll probably keep doing what I'm already doing for now. Although I may sneak one of these in from time to time. I don't know. Anyway, that's a question for future me. For now, though, hope everybody enjoyed watching. As always, I enjoyed playing, and I'll see everybody next time. See ya.